Taurus, welcome to your weekly sidereal forecast for August 10th through the 16th. My name is Athen. So I recently put out that video about sidereal astrology. I just changed the whole system so that it is more accurate. It's using the actual location of the planets in the sky now, whereas before I was just using the Vedic interpretations, the Vedic placements. So if you haven't checked that video out, actually all you really need to do is just check your birth chart. I have an actual sidereal chart on the website, which you can see down in the description. Check your chart, make sure that Taurus is one of your signs, ascendant, moon, or sun. I do recommend watching for your ascendant though, so do watch the video for that if you know your birth time. If you don't know your birth time, I recommend moon and sun, and then that'll be a good couple videos for you to watch to give you a general energy. So do check that out. If you are new to this channel, do check out the link as well, because this will be very different for you since you're probably used to the traditional tropical astrology online. All right, so let's go and look at this for you, Taurus. So we've got a new moon taking place this week here on Friday in your 4th house. So new beginnings shaping up maybe around home, family, sentiments, things that are relating to, your emotional connectivity of life. Basically anything that you're emotionally or sentimentally connected to, which is oftentimes home and family and anything that's a foundation in our life. So new beginnings shaping up there, but this will be more so as the lunar cycle continues. And yeah, it's actually a new moon that has a kind of a mixed energy, which I'll talk about. But your ruler Venus, let's talk about the overall picture first, is retrograde right now at the moment in Leo, who is going to be conjuncting up to this new moon. So first of all, you guys are in this internal kind of reflective time, which is good, thinking about things hopefully in a more meditative kind of, not making any finalized decisions, any big decisions, because retrograde periods, especially when it's your ruler, is a time of going within, reflecting on it, and being willing to try it out and mix things up a little bit to see how it turns out, but at the same time not making anything too big and too grandiose with it. So it's that introverted kind of energy. So that being said, that's the overall theme, and it's relating to how you can have more passion, more fun, more zest in your life, which is Leo, but also how you can have more security, how you can really think in the long term, especially with all this Saturn energy, so you can have more of a foundation, more stability in your life. Maybe relating to that home, maybe relating to that family. That's Saturn squaring up to this position. So those are some of the things that you can continue to reflect on this week, and I think will be very important. And I think during that new moon, some new insights coming in regards to that. So let's go ahead and look at the beginning of the week. Monday through Wednesday, Mars will be sextiling up to the North Node, so a learning time for all of us. Maybe you'll be learning about relationships this week, maybe about spirituality and rest and relaxation, since Mars rules those areas. And the North Node has been transiting your 5th house, so it's this this whole year up until November for you to express yourself, to tap into the more playful, fun aspects of life, how to express yourself in a way that is more harmonious with what you're about, with who you are on a deep level. And all of this for you Taurans is always this thing where you're making sure that it's, of service. It's other oriented. This is all that Virgo kind of energy. So, and making sure your health and routine are in order as well, which also helps you get that passion and that zest and excitement moving in your life. So that's the North Node. I think anything involving that, maybe even anything involving communications, which right now I think there's this energy where it's important for you to really bring attention. With Mars debilitated in Cancer, bring extra attention to your communications, your correspondence right now at the moment. But these things, when it's geared towards learning and it's geared towards self-expression and having fun and that playful energy, then I think it's a very good way to work with this Monday through Wednesday. Now, Wednesday and Thursday, this middle part of the week before the new moon, is we've got the sun trining up to Uranus. So this is all about, this energy too of what we're going to be feeling with this new moon. There's this seriousness with Saturn squaring up to it. There's this trine up from Uranus. So we've recently, over the past couple of weeks, we've had a lot of this serious stuff, and it was relating to your home and family, or home or family, anything, about those sentiments, taking that seriously. But now maybe there's some opportunities coming in. Maybe there's a new way of looking at things. Maybe coming from friends or coming from your ideals, your visions, which is Uranus transiting your 11th house, can certainly help assist in these new beginnings. So Wednesday and Thursday, maybe that new insight will be coming to you, and you can understand more about that. And then that will be further, furthering those new beginnings. So that's middle part. And also in that middle part too, Mercury, the first of the fast-moving planets to oppose up to Neptune, is going to be exact here around this time period as well. So the key with that is that anything relating to the home and family, stay grounded, watch any over ideals, try not to be too idealistic. If you're feeling a little bit confused, because it could be either or, but if you're feeling a little of that confusion or haze around it, bring attention to your work and career, and maybe even ask yourself which, whatever it is involving this fourth house, if it's home or family or whatever, how is you giving and contributing through your work? How can focusing on that, not intellectually, but through your gut and through your feeling and being guided by that, might actually assist and help you not necessarily understand this stuff in a conceptual level, but ease the confusion to where you have that faith and trust, and then a lot of that energy starts to unfold naturally. So some things there to be considered around that, and just balancing too the work with the home life, I think will be a good idea, this middle part. Then Friday, that new moon, new beginnings around that home family sector, conjuncting up to your ruler, which is actually very nice. Actually gives it the tinge of almost having a new moon in your first house. But it's about that reflection, and it's about what you're learning right now, about your values, about the sentimental and home and family side of things. And then that will be furthering the new moon as well. And again, staying grounded, because Saturn is going to be squaring up to that new moon. So hard work here, especially with your routine. It's been increasingly important for you guys to get good with your health, your routine, your diet, your regimens, things like that. And that will be also assisting that as well. So then over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, the sun then goes over, Venus will go retrograde over the sun exact. So a good weekend, I think, for expressing yourself, at the same time for relating, because Venus is in front of the sun here. So your ruler is really close by. So I think you're going to really be highlighting the fact that you Taurans really like simple enjoyments of life. You like that, the good meal, the relaxation, the easy energies here, because life is, important when it's about enjoying it. And so I think you certainly can, but because the sun and Venus are traditionally enemies in the Vedic system and your ruler's retrograde, just kind of stay balanced with it, have the enjoyment, but stay balanced with it, and express yourself in a way that is in alignment with your values, but to where you bring that conscious attention to those things that you're enjoying. So I think it is a good weekend for enjoyment and things like that. But with all of that retrograde and then the sun being close by, just observation, I think, will be an important consideration. Maybe even some new beginnings here for you guys very directly over the weekend as well. Then also during the weekend, we've got Mercury trining up to Pluto. So there is this very deep understanding about things. So maybe there will be some clarity here starting to shift up around going into next week about at least being able to see the truth. Maybe there was some truth you were not seeing before. Now you're able to see it. You're seeing it very clearly. Mercury does also rule your second house and your fifth house of finances and that self-expression. So seeing those things for how they are and being willing to make changes there, maybe some changes there with those areas of your life as well, the way you express yourself and then your values and maybe financial also. But that'll be leading into next week and setting the stage for that. The overall energy, the overall gist is new beginnings relating to that fourth house, balancing that with the career stuff, but being guided by career intuitively. And at the same time, with all of this Venus retrograde stuff, continue to reflect, continue to go within and do that introverted kind of energy work right now, which is very important for you. All right, Taurus, so I hope you guys have a fantastic week. Thanks again for sharing and liking and supporting what I do. If you'd like a personal reading, click the link down below, and I'll talk to you all next time. Take care.